It's time to make another magic potion flask, and this one was a request, so I'm going to do this one. Very simple. I'm going to bring in a cube and Control 2 to add 2 subdivisions, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I'm going to edit mode and select it all, come up to mesh, transform to sphere and pull. You might see it stretching out a bit. Down here that'll pop up, make sure that's 1. Alright, so it's somewhat of a sphere. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Control 7 to look from the bottom. And I'm going to press 1 for vertex selection and select this vertex here. Select that vertex and delete it. Go into 2 edge selection, Shift Alt and click there, and right click Loop Tools Circle. E and S, come in a bit, F to make a face. Let's go back out and look at this. Control 2 for another subdivision. And we have a nice flat region there. And so what we want to do is we want to have the spout coming off the side, sort of. So I'm going to press 3, look from the side, come in here, and I am going to select this vertex, X vertices, Shift Alt and click that edge. All right. Loop Tools again, circle. And I'm going to look from the front. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to E and S. I'm going to come in a little ways and figure out how big I want my spout. Look from the front. And I'm going to press G and I'm just going to pull it out a little bit and sort of simulate that curve. I'm going to switch over to normal. And I'm going to press E to extrude and come out like that. Let's go back in and look at that. That's looking all right, I guess. And let's come back here and I'm going to add an edge loop and slide it up and take this area and we'll expand it. So in 3 face selection, Shift Alt to click, E and Alt S and push it out. Make a nice big lip. Bring an edge loop up like that. Okay, so that's what we got. Let's make sure we shade smooth that. Okay, so far so good. Let's start by calling this in a collection flask 3. Let's see what it looks like with some thickness to it. Solidify, pull it up to the top, make this 0.03, but I'm going to put a negative sign in front of that. I do want this one to be all bubbly. It's looking like that. Okay, so we got that. Right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Shift D to duplicate it. Down here, I'm going to just call this liquid so I can just keep track of it. On this one, I'm going to get rid of the solidify. Go into edit mode and select it all. In fact, I can hide the first part. Okay, select it all. And I come up to mesh, bisect, and I'm just going to draw a line sort of at the point that I want my liquid. About there, I choose clear outer and SZ0, scale Z0, just make sure it's straight. I press F to make a face, and I'll select that face and I'm going to bevel it just a little bit. So come like that, a couple segments, and the bottom's okay. So there's my liquid, so I can bring that cube back and look from the front. And I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm just going to scale it in a little bit. That can all be adjusted later. Let's come back to here. Let's look at wireframe. So my liquid should be in there. Whether it's in there enough or not, I don't know. Select my flask part. I'm going to turn off the solidify for a moment. And in 2 edge selection, I'm going to Shift Alt and click there. I'm still in normal. Shift D to duplicate and pull it out. P to break it out. And I got that. I'm going to extrude down like that to where I want it in the neck there, and then S to scale, and I might bring it out a little bit more. F to make a face, Control B to bevel, and just have a couple of segments in there because I got a subdivision surface I can shade smooth as well. Slash key to focus on that and grab that, make a face and bevel, and there's our cork. Bring everything back. And then you can do whatever the heck you want with this. Make it bigger, make it smaller. Push it in, push it out. Okay, so that should be all in flask 3, hopefully. Okay, let's select it all. And bring it up. I'm going to bring it over here, actually. Join the party. Maybe we'll make it a bit bigger. For materials, let's just quickly select that, and then Shift Alt and click that. Control L, materials, because I already made them last time. For the cork, select that one, and then that one, Control L, materials. And let's get rid of that, hide that, and select that liquid in that one. Control L, materials, and let's say Alt H. Get rid of that. So at this point, I should have materials on this. Okay, I just want to change that, so let's hide that. Let's select that one, go in, and make another one. I'm going to call this liquid 3. And make it like green or something. What was that? We're going to see you. And there you are. Okay. Not you again. So that one's green. And there's my render brought into PowerPoint with my background. And you can see my rounded flask here. And I think possibly we'll do one more rectangular one in the next video. So hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Take care.